Zoe, when I thought about making you this dish, some nice turkey falafel, I thought, how can I make it a little bit different?
Okay.
So what I'm going to make you is some Turkish-style falafel with turkey. So we'll call it double turkey, but, you know, that's what we'll start with.
Dear.
Beautiful turkey mince. Now, what we're going to do to flavour this up is some of my ingredients. What they make falafel all over the world, but this is what my grandmother would make, which is something that's very special to me. I've got some garlic cloves there, microplane them, and what I'm going to do is put some chilli flakes in there.
Probably
a good teaspoon and a half of chilli flakes to make it nice and spicy. And I've also got some cumin here, some ground cumin, and some ground coriander. About a teaspoon of each. You want a little bit of spice in there. Some salt in there, a good pinch of salt. Coriander, parsley and dill. Just give me a fine chop of all of that. And what I'll do is I've got some onion here. What I'm going to do is slice that nice and fine. It's a good idea to get really, really fine. I mean, if you've got a Maggi mix, you could, you know, chop up the onion and put this whole thing into the Maggi mix and give it a bit of a pulse. But for me, you know, chopping it nice and fine is a perfect way to do it. Look at that. Onion in there. Now, what I've done is I've soaked some of this Bulgur wheat, which is the coarse one, about a cup of that. So it was about half a cup. Put it in some cold water or hot water if you want to speed it up, and then it comes nice and sort of puffy like that.
Low GI grain, you know, good source of B vitamins.
And tasty as well.
Tasty, that's the most important thing, isn't it?
Now I've got some fine Bulgur wheat here, and I like putting this in raw like this, unsoaked, because I like it has a sort of crunch to it. About a quarter of a cup goes in there.
Adrian measuring cups.
That's what I like. Very, very accurate. You know, a little handful like that. That's perfect. That is really, really good. Throw that in there. Now, this is the fun part. Traditionally, when they put turkey and Bulgur wheat together, what they do is actually pound it together with a big wooden mallet, and it sort of beats it all the way together, stretches the protein, and it all goes together lovely. But I'd much rather do it with my hands. There we go. Now, what I'll do is I'll just pull out a ball like this and split it in half. What you want to do is you don't want to make them too big. You sort of get them about that sort of size and then flatten them down. So I'll get you to start with them. Now, my pan is already nice and hot. And what I'm going to do, Zoe, is put a nice amount of extra virgin olive in here. There we go, all the way through here. Usually when you make falafel, you deep fry them. Yeah, you do. So what I'm going to do is, instead of deep frying it, I'm going to do it the healthy way. I'm going to shallow fry it in extra virgin olive oil. So I'll put them straight in there, and you can see it's already starting to heat up as well. The pan's already very hot. The oil's heating up nicely. And I do it this way because if you put it in really hot oil at the start, often it can start bubbling away and the oil can burn. Especially with extra virgin olive oil, we want it to cook very nice and slowly. We don't want to overdo the oil. One more there, and I'll squeeze that in the side there.
Lovely.
Now, I'm going to cook this on about a medium heat. I don't want it to get too hot, but I don't want it to get too cold. We'll put one more in there. 500 grams of the turkey mince. I reckon we'll get maybe between 25 and 30 little falafels, which is enough to feed, you know, 4 to 6 people, or if it's me coming home late at night, maybe just me. So we'll let that simmer away. We'll clean this down a little bit, make a little salsa to go with it, and I'll wrap it up in pita bread. I bet you can't wait for this one. You can almost smell when they're ready, that beautiful sort of caramelised flavour. Now sprinkle some of this lovely shredded lettuce over it and some rocket. And Zoe, I'm going to get you to smear some of the yoghurt with the salsa all the way through it.
I like this yoghurt idea. I think it's beautiful with the salsa.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's got everything in it, you know, and it keeps it nice and fresh and tasty.
A little extra chilli. I'm just a chilli lover.
You love it, don't you? There we go.
I love chilli.
I'll pop a bit on there, and then what I'll do is just fold that over like that, and then just wrap it around like this here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that in half. I'm going to give you this part here, which is not going to fall out of the bottom. Look at that. It's
got so much filling in it, all the great colour. I'm interested.
Oh, the turkey's going to taste great.
I love that salsa.
The turkey tastes great, a little bit of crunch from the Bulgur. Great Turkish street food. I think it's a cracker.
You know what? Turkish food, whether it's your Uncle Peter giving you his little hand-me-downs or as I was doing the street food, I really, really like what we've cooked today.
I'd have to agree with you on that one.